There are nights when silence isn't empty, when the air feels heavier, softer, as though someone familiar is standing near, unseen. You sense a presence, not frightening, but tender. Something in your spirit stirs, as if a forgotten lullaby is being sung from beyond the veil. Aquarius, that's her. The one whose voice once guided you through storms, the one whose love never learned how to die. Your mother in heaven has been trying to reach you, and tonight she finally found a way. She has something she never got the chance to say, a message carried across light and memory, hidden in your dreams, in music, in the way the wind moves when you're alone. It's not a goodbye. It's a conversation long overdue. Before we begin, type in the comments, "I'm listening, Mother," because those 3 words open a door between her realm and yours. This is not just another message, Aquarius. This is her heartbeat finding yours again. So breathe slowly. Stay with me until the end, because every word you hear tonight carries the rhythm of her eternal whisper, the whisper between worlds. There's a silence that doesn't feel empty, it feels alive. It moves through your home like a gentle wind that knows your name. It brushes your shoulder when you're lost in thought. It hums quietly when you think no one is there. Aquarius, that silence is her. Your mother's presence lingers in the air around you. Soft, invisible, eternal. She doesn't speak with words anymore, she speaks through energy. Lately you've been catching glimpses of her. A familiar scent that appears for no reason. A favorite song that starts playing just when you needed comfort. A feather where none should be. A flicker in the corner of your eye. It's not your imagination, it's recognition. Her spirit moves through these small miracles, like notes in a secret melody meant only for you. When you pause long enough to feel it, the world slows down, and something inside you whispers, "She's here." There's a warmth that enters your chest when the world feels too cold. That warmth is her love, reshaped by heaven, yet unchanged in its devotion. She still hovers near you when you're uncertain, still watches over you when you walk alone. Her love has become the invisible compass that pulls you away from harm. Think of the times you narrowly escaped something painful, when life redirected you at the last moment. That was not luck. That was her quiet hand, guiding your steps through unseen paths. She doesn't interfere to control, she moves to protect. Her energy is like water, always finding a way to reach you, even through walls of grief, even through time. She flows through your dreams, your intuition, and the sudden calm that arrives when your heart feels heavy. You know that feeling, the peace that arrives for no reason. That's her presence wrapping around your soul like a prayer. Her secret begins here. Aquarius, she never left. The world taught you to think of death as distance, but heaven teaches differently. She lives in the rhythm of your heartbeat, in the moments of stillness that comfort you without words. Every time you remember her, she remembers you back. Every time you speak her name with love, her spirit lights up the unseen. You are not alone in your remembering. You are the continuation of her story, the echo she left behind to keep love alive. So when the wind shifts gently against your skin, when the light flickers softly in your room, when a familiar fragrance passes like a whisper from the past, know that she's near. Closer than breath, quieter than thought, and stronger than time itself. Some truths are too heavy for the lips to carry. They live behind the eyes, in glances that say everything words cannot. And your mother, Aquarius, she was a keeper of such truths. There were things she wished to tell you, not once, but many times. But every time the words reached her throat, they trembled and turned into silence. She didn't stay quiet because she didn't care. She stayed quiet because she cared too deeply. The world taught her to be strong, even when her soul was aching. And so she swallowed her pain and called it endurance. She smiled when her heart was breaking. She guided you even when she was lost herself. That's the kind of love she carried, fierce, silent, unconditional. Aquarius, she wants you to understand something now that she couldn't explain then. Her silence was protection, not distance. Her absence in words was her presence in sacrifice. She hid her tears so you could grow without fear. She took her struggles to the grave, not because she didn't trust you, but because she wanted your spirit to stay light, not burdened by her battles. The secret she carries from heaven is this: she was never disappointed in you, not once. Every time you doubted yourself, she saw your strength. Every time you felt unworthy, she whispered your name before God. She saw what you couldn't see yet, your divine potential hidden beneath your uncertainty. She says, "My child, I knew your soul was born to heal what I could not. You are the continuation of my prayers, the answer I didn't live to see." That's the secret she couldn't speak on earth. She recognized your light before you knew how to use it. You've always carried a spiritual calling, a purpose that needed shaping through solitude and pain. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss you endured, she foresaw it, but she trusted it would not destroy you. She knew it would build you. That's why she loved you fiercely, but let you walk your own storms. She knew divine timing would reveal who you truly are. Now, from heaven's stillness, she's watching your evolution with tears of joy, not sorrow. And she wants you to stop carrying the weight of guilt. Guilt for the arguments left unresolved. Guilt for the moments you didn't understand her pain. Guilt for growing up before you got to say goodbye properly. Let it go, Aquarius. She has already forgiven everything that hurt you both. In her world now, there is only clarity. And in that clarity, she sees you surrounded by light. Her voice may be silent to your ears, but her energy has been speaking this truth every day. I'm proud of you. I always was. I always will be. Her secret is no longer hidden. It's unfolding now, through your healing, through your strength, through the love you give so freely. You were her greatest work of art. And now in heaven, she finally gets to tell you so. There's a sacred hour between night and dawn where the veil between worlds grows thin. The world sleeps, yet something inside you stirs, a flicker of emotion that feels too real to be fantasy. Your dreams, Aquarius, have not been ordinary. They've been conversations. You close your eyes expecting rest, but you awaken inside scenes that carry a strange comfort. You find yourself standing in her kitchen again, sunlight pouring through curtains that shouldn't exist anymore. You hear laughter that you thought time had stolen. You feel warmth that memory alone could never recreate. And then, before you can speak, she looks at you with eyes that hold both love and mystery. These are not dreams. These are visitations. Moments when her spirit steps through the fabric of heaven just to meet you where your soul can understand. Because, Aquarius, heaven doesn't need permission to comfort the ones it loves. It only needs silence. When she visits, she doesn't speak in full sentences. She uses symbols. A flower she places in your hand. That's her way of saying, "You're blooming again." A piece of jewelry that glows in her palm. That's her telling you, "You are protected." A word that fades before you wake. It's not forgotten. It's hidden in your heart until the right time. You might wake up wondering if it was real. But your body remembers. The peace that lingers when you open your eyes is not imagination. It's residue from heaven's touch. Your soul carries proof that no dream of love is ever just a dream. She is guiding you through these visions, teaching you to trust what cannot be explained. She sees how your mind overthinks, how your heart still questions, how you look for signs with both hope and fear. And so she meets you in the one place where logic cannot interfere, the dream world, where truth wears the language of light. Aquarius, she is showing you something important. You are not lost. You are being repositioned. She knows the road ahead of you is changing. People are shifting out of your path. Opportunities are rearranging. And your spirit has been restless, sensing a transformation you can't name. From where she stands, your mother can see the bigger picture, the divine pattern that your human eyes can't yet trace. She's saying, "My child, the pauses in your life are not punishments. They are preparations. Each silence carries direction. Each delay hides protection. Every unanswered prayer, every closed door, every quiet season you've endured, she saw them long before you did. And now she's reminding you that timing belongs to the divine, not the desperate. That's why she visits you at night. It's easier to whisper to a resting heart. The noise of the world fades, and your soul finally becomes still enough to listen. Each dream is a doorway, and each symbol is a seed planted for your awakening. Write them down, Aquarius. Keep a journal beside your bed, because sometimes what you dream tonight becomes the guidance you'll need next month. Sometimes heaven speaks in riddles that only make sense when written in your own hand. Your mother is speaking in the language of light, emotion, and remembrance. She is saying, don't rush the understanding. The meaning will unfold when your heart is ready to see it. So tonight, when you drift into sleep, whisper this softly. I'm ready to hear what love is trying to tell me. Then close your eyes and let heaven find you again. Before your first breath, before your eyes even opened to the light of this world, a sacred promise was already written. It wasn't spoken in words, but sealed in spirit. A quiet vow between two souls bound beyond time, your mother's and yours. She promised to walk beside you, even after the footprints faded. She promised to love you in both realms, the seen and the unseen. And heaven remembers every promise love makes. Aquarius, when she left this world, she didn't leave you behind. She simply poured what remained of her strength into your soul. That's why, even now, when life tests you to your limits, you don't shatter. You bend, but you rise again. You've endured storms that should have drowned your hope, yet you still speak softly to others. You still choose compassion over revenge, faith over fear, and peace over noise. That resilience you carry, it's not random, it's inherited. It's the echo of her courage pulsing through your veins. Every time your heart forgives, when it could have hardened, that's her promise keeping you alive. Every time you comfort someone in pain, you're unknowingly fulfilling her vow, her mission to leave kindness behind through you. She whispers now, my child, I didn't vanish, I transformed. My mission didn't end with my breath, it continues through yours. The warmth that fills your chest when you do something good, that's her energy blooming through your actions. The intuition that warns you just in time, the inner voice that says wait or walk away, that's her guidance reshaped as instinct. She no longer needs to appear in form, because she already lives within your spiritual wiring. Aquarius, you are the continuation of her prayer. The living answer to what she asked God for in silence. She didn't pray for wealth or ease. She prayed that her child would become the kind of soul that restores faith wherever they go. And that's exactly who you've become. That's the invisible promise, not a contract written in heaven's ink, but a bond felt in the unseen threads of your being. It's the reason you can walk through darkness and still carry light. It's the reason no storm can erase your peace for long. Her love turned into endurance. Her wisdom turned into your calm. Her spirit turned into your strength. And now she doesn't need to speak loudly to prove she's near, because every good thing you do, every act of grace you show, becomes her voice continuing through you. So stop searching the skies for signs of her approval. You are already the proof she succeeded. Her secret is simple, yet divine. You are her promise fulfilled. Aquarius, your mother does not want to see you standing still in sorrow. She has watched you linger in quiet moments, replaying old memories like broken film reels, holding on, yet afraid to move forward. But from where she stands now, her spirit whispers softly, my child, let the light return to your eyes. She doesn't want you trapped in grief anymore. She wants you to breathe again, to wake up and let sunlight touch your face without guilt. To laugh, not because you've forgotten her, but because that's how she lives through you. She wants you to honor her, not through tears, but through creation. Every dream you fulfill, every act of kindness you offer, every piece of peace you build, those are her memorials. She no longer needs flowers on her grave. She wants compassion to bloom in your heart. Aquarius, the guilt you carry, the I should have said more, the I should have been there, the maybe she didn't know how much I loved her, release them now. Because in her world, there are no unfinished sentences. There is no blame, no clock, no regret. Only understanding, pure, whole, and timeless. She sees the weight you've been dragging and she's asking you to set it down. She's saying, what you didn't say with words, I already heard with love. Every unspoken apology, every quiet thank you, Every tear you never let fall, she felt them all, even before heaven called her home. And now, she wants something different from you. She doesn't want endless mourning, she wants connection. She wants to be spoken to not through ritual or repetition, but through sincerity. When you light a candle, she listens. When you look up at the night sky and whisper her name, she feels the vibration of your heart reach hers. When you find yourself talking to the air, that's not foolishness. That's faith. She hears you every single time. She wants you to live like her love is still beside you, because it is. She wants you to see her in the small, quiet details of your days. In the breeze that brushes your cheek when you're thinking of her, in the melody that plays right when you need reassurance, in the peace that settles over you when you least expect it. She's saying, "You don't have to search for me anymore. I'm in everything that comforts you." Her final secret is simple, but it carries the weight of eternity. Love never dies. It only changes its language. It stops speaking in sound and starts speaking in signs, in moments, in feeling. So Aquarius, listen closely. Every gentle wind, every sudden calm, every light that flickers in the dark, that's her way of speaking. And she will keep speaking until your soul learns to hear her without needing proof. You are not meant to live in grief. You are meant to live as the evidence that love outlasts the body. You are the living echo of her laughter, the continuation of her kindness, the proof that her promise lives on. So tonight, when you look up at the stars, whisper softly, "I'm still listening, Mother." And know that, from beyond the veil, her light still answers. Because love never left. It simply found a new way to reach you. Aquarius, the stars are quieter tonight, but their silence is not empty, it's sacred. Each flicker above you is a pulse from eternity, a message crossing the invisible border between heaven and earth. And if you listen not with your ears but with your heart, you will hear her, the voice that raised you, the love that never learned how to die. Your mother's spirit lingers around you like morning light resting on an old photograph. She has not left, she has only changed her form. Now she speaks through energy, through signs, through the rhythm of your own life. That warmth you sometimes feel rising in your chest for no reason, that's her presence. That random memory that makes you smile in the middle of an ordinary day, that's her way of brushing against your soul, reminding you, "I am still here." The universe itself becomes her letter to you, written in subtle movements, in coincidences too meaningful to ignore, in moments that feel guided rather than random. Aquarius, she watches the way you still hold her teachings close. She sees how your heart softens toward others, even when they don't deserve it. That gentleness is her legacy living through you. You became the extension of her spirit. Her love multiplied, her lessons continued. And now, the world receives pieces of her every time you speak with kindness or forgive when it's hardest to do so. You are her vessel, her love wearing your skin. She no longer needs to whisper from the clouds. She speaks through your compassion, through the patience in your voice, through the peace you spread simply by being yourself. That's what she always hoped for. That her love wouldn't die when her body did. That it would move through you like a current, reaching others in places she never could. Look at how you've survived, Aquarius. Look at how many storms you've walked through without losing your softness. Every time you chose peace over bitterness, she was there, steadying your heart. Every time you cried alone but still got up the next morning, she was there, turning your tears into quiet strength. Every time you smiled through pain, she smiled through you. She has become the unseen hand that adjusts your path, the gentle voice that says, "Don't give up," when everything feels heavy. Her love has evolved beyond the limits of flesh. It's now an energy that surrounds you wherever you go. You are never walking alone. You are walking with generations of love guiding your every step. And tonight, as the moon glows in silence, she wants you to remember something important. You are not her grief. You are her gratitude. You are not her loss. You are her living proof. You are the continuation of everything she prayed for and more. When you feel uncertain, look at the stars. Their quiet light travels millions of miles just to reach your eyes, just like her love travels through unseen realms to reach your soul. Every shimmer above you is a reminder. Distance means nothing to love that's eternal. Close your eyes now, Aquarius. Take a slow breath. Feel the warmth building in the center of your chest. That's not imagination. That's her essence moving closer, wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. It's the celestial hug between two worlds, and in that embrace, there is no goodbye, only the promise that love remembers. She wants you to live boldly, to laugh freely, to build the kind of peace that she could only dream of. When you travel, she walks with you. When you rest, she covers you with unseen wings. When you succeed, she celebrates quietly in the light. When you cry, she listens, not to your words, but to your spirit. Her wish for you now is simple. Keep your heart open to life. Don't hide your emotions out of fear of breaking. Feel everything, the joy, the ache, the love, the wonder, because that's how the soul stays alive. And that's how you keep her alive too. Before you sleep tonight, speak softly into the quiet. I hear you, mother. I'm ready to understand. Then breathe. Let that sentence echo through you, not as a wish, but as a truth, because she hears you every time. Now, type it again below in the comments to seal it in faith. I hear you, mother. Those words are not just a comment, they are a bridge. Each time you write them, her light moves a little closer. She reads them through your heart, not through your screen. Aquarius, remember, heaven is not far above. It's layered within the world around you, hidden in your timing, your coincidences, your quiet peace after chaos. It's not a place, it's a frequency. And you're already tuned to it, because love doesn't fade, it evolves. It becomes energy, guidance, and intuition. If this message found you at this exact moment, it's because your spirit was ready. She's been waiting for the silence inside you to open just wide enough for her whisper to be heard. Now that it has, don't go back to living in doubt. Go forward knowing she is with you and she always will be. And as you rest tonight, imagine her standing beside you, smiling, radiant, untouched by time. Her hands glowing with light as she places them gently over your heart, whispering, "My child, you are safe. You are loved. You are my forever promise." Let those words sink deep. Let them become your shield, your calm, your confirmation. And as the stars move silently across the sky, remember this. Every night is not an ending. It's a continuation of love in another form. Your mother has not disappeared. She has simply become the light you now walk within. Stay open, Aquarius. The next message from heaven may come softly, in a dream, in a song, or in the eyes of someone who reminds you of her warmth. Be ready, because heaven doesn't shout, it whispers. And now that you've heard her voice, you'll start to notice it everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe, Aquarius, so you never miss the next whisper meant for your soul. Because what comes next will be another message of love, waiting to find you right when you need it most.